How are you?
That performed we did. Yes, I might use it now. I'll let you know. Congrats. Thank you. You have to get too close to me now.
It's the whole pack.
I like the shoes too.
We need to sign her.
Biscuit,
Yes, ma'am.
where have you been?
In my skin?
No, you don't help out with the
In my skin.
I'm wondering. Thank you.
You know I do.
Hey, Miss Chamber, where are you at?
Over there, signing in. She was right behind y'all. Y'all didn't turn around.
Oh, I like her boots. They're cute.
I wish she had folded down. They got like a leaf on the inside. I like the way that way. And I gotta find her laptop.
How are you doing today? Should I give you your number?
She was in the room. I passed that. She over there like a mom.
Sometimes it's gonna be over there. And driving home
Is this the contract I'm supposed to sign or no?
you gotta find your phone.
You gotta find your name.
Find your name. Notebook. Read it with me, 'cause now you have your own little thing. I don't know what I'm doing.
So I found out that I can bring them in. I just have to bring them in, which is fine. I'll just fit it in. That's fine.
She told me, I have on my calendar the 15th. When I called her about this, when I said the 15th, she didn't say, oh no. So I don't even know what to do with it now.
When I looked it up online, it was the it was the following week,
Following week?
the weekend before. I mean,
Oh,
the week
I was
before.
gonna say, I know it's not the following week.
But this parents email on it. I need to tell them to. It's the week before.
Yeah, it's on the
Right, but you can tell you're not their favorites. Well, if it's over at 4, you'll be able to make it to those interviews sometime.
Wait, an interview on what?
thought you was gonna take that out your nose.
For an interview? Yeah. Probably take it out next year.
Oh, well, I'm gonna
In your pocket.
I'm gonna
You got 1, 2.
And you got a whole purse. You got no pockets in that purse.
It's a small item.
Hold it up a piece of paper. She just told you.
And the thing for today is dress for success. For the business world. So go ahead, what you do after I said.
She told you twice. Yeah, and I see you ain't listen.
It's crazy.
You ain't listen.
Thanks, buddy. This one? This one? Why'd you say that? What would you say? One is right here. Right here. Right here,
I'm not sitting on her. You don't ever get this one.
Oh, is it donut?
Okay, as you guys are coming in, thank you very much for being a part of April's camp. And I know that there are quite a few of you that still owe me an assignment, a homework assignment. And the homework assignment was for you to go in and look up something that pertains to you, not so much just doing it just to do it. And that was the looking up the colleges, doing a comparison. I said get a few colleges that you're interested in so that you can do the research yourself. The sooner the better. So even freshmen, sophomore students should be doing this. Seniors, you should already have your school picked out and things like that. So I did get a few of those papers in, and I do appreciate that. So I don't want to hold on to this mic anymore. I am going to pass this over to Mr. Venturella so that he can talk to you a little bit. And then we'll go ahead and get our camp program started. So Mr. B, here you go.
Hello, everyone. Happy spring. What a gorgeous day. Sorry that you're cooped up in here, but we think it's going to be worth your while. Let me start off with, I was on the last seminar, so I want to personally welcome all of the new camp students. Go ahead, anything back. And we're really looking forward to your contribution to the program. So, last seminar, I believe the folks from Timken were here. And we try to do a little reflection on the past seminars, each meeting. So why don't you put your hand up if you want to tell me what you thought about the last session. What you like? What didn't you like? It's open. Yes, touch on it.
I like how they let us put our
Okay, so Tashana loved the interaction with the group. Were they up here in a panel, or did they go one by one, or were they up here in a panel? And then questions all together. Yeah, we had a session on legal. Excuse me. We had 3 lawyers, and they did pretty much the same thing. We wound up in a panel discussion, and that was really well received. Who else? Anybody else have any comments on that session? Yes.
I like how it wasn't just like all engineering people. I like how they had it made me interested in human resources to see that there's they can go on all different types of businesses like engineering and a lot of them work there. But I like how they had him along with the engineers.
Yes, very important. And that's what we try to do. It was Timken Company, and similar to if I brought Goodyear in here, they're very, very focused on engineering, so all your engineering students would go, wow, yeah, that's great, Timken. But the career paths that they presented, which was HR, finance, and probably with the third. What? R&D? Marketing, that's right. How could I forget that? I'm a sales and marketing guy. Those are career paths that you can do in any business. By the way, you can do them in hospitals. You can do them in schools. You can do them in the government. You can do them anywhere. So, almost any company or corporation has a human resource department, has a finance department, has a marketing department. So that's what we try to show you. And they may be talking to you about human resources in a steel and ball bearing manufacturer. And Freshmark may be talking to you about it in a company that manufactures honey baked ham and Sugardale bacon. And Goodyear may be doing it for tires. But you can go all around this world and find companies that need human resources and marketing and finance. By the way, most people who run companies, so I'm talking about CEOs, can you guess which career paths they come from? Most CEOs, which career paths do they come up through the ranks in a company with? Yeah. Marketing is one, yep. Not human resources. Not engineering. What kind of business? What else? It is management. It's finance. It's finance and marketing. So the two out of the 3 that we showed you is where most senior corporate members come from. The reason is because both of them need to understand what's called profit and loss statement. Both of them need to know every paperclip that's purchased by that company, what impact it has on the P&L statement, the bottom line, and what impact it has for shareholders. And you do that by working in those 2 areas. Don't forget, marketing runs brands. You build brands. How? From the bottom up, where you revamp plans. But you need to know everything about a product. The packaging, the warehousing, the transportation, raw materials, where they're sourced from. Could be internationally out of the country. You could be resourcing, but you need to know every single item on a cost line in marketing, and you need to know about it in finance. And that's the reason why I would say 90% of your CEOs come out of those 2 functions. So pretty exciting. It's the same with hospital management. when you go to school for hospital management, I had a friend of mine who did that like 40 years ago. But most of his courses were in finance and marketing. So anyway, any other comments about that session? I heard it was a good one. Okay. I believe the next one has let me see, Mr. LaRocca's doing engineering, but there's some technology, might even be computer engineering is going to be involved in that one, a couple other things, so May will be a good session also. All right, with that, I'm going to turn it over to Mrs. Bruner, I think, and she is going to introduce our special guest.
Thank you, Mr. B. I'd like to introduce our guest speaker. She's going to speak on Dressing for Success. That's what the title is of our seminar today. Her name is Debbie Young. She is the Human Resource Manager at JCPenney's in Montrose, that's in Akron here. And she's going to start it off here. Everybody please give her a warm welcome.
Thank you, Mrs. Bruner. Hi, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing? Good. Actually, afternoon, right? Sorry, it's been a long morning already. All right, so we're going to talk today about is dressing for success. And I told Mrs. Bruner this couldn't come at a better time. I'm actually in the heat of doing hiring right now. So this is something that's front and foremost in my mind as I look at applicants and when I bring them on board, how they actually present themselves when they actually enter the building for the training. So it's one look, so keep that in mind. You don't show up having one look and show up completely different the second time around. So we're going to be talking about a bunch of fun things today. There's some fun pictures. I'll be asking you guys to make sure you're listening, see how you're doing. If you see something on the screen that you have a question about, please feel free to ask as we're in it. There's a whole bunch of topics we're going to be talking about when it comes to dress today. Didn't know there was that much to talk about, did you? All right, team, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about dressing for success. And when you meet somebody, you only have one chance to make that first impression. One chance. So when you come into a building and you go up to someone who looks like a manager, and you say, are you doing any hiring today? Think about what you're wearing when you walk into that building. You guys walk in, you're like, I'm out, I was at the gym, I'm going to go stop in and see if they're hiring. Is that the best time to ask? No, why not? You're sweaty and you're wearing sweatpants. Not presentable, right? You want to be professional, exactly. So when you walk in, think about what you're going to do. Maybe take a day, maybe take an afternoon. Clean yourself up a little bit and walk out in. Do you need to be in a suit? Not necessarily. But you want to look presentable. Maybe even after school. I know there's a dress code here, so. So you want to be presentable when you're going into an establishment to either ask for an application, fill out an application. A lot of places anymore are online, right? There's online applications. I know at our store we have a kiosk, you walk up to it and you fill it out there. Even if you may or may not speak to one of us when you walk in, I analyze you when you're filling out that application. So I'm like, who's this person? What are they wearing? They walked in and filling out the application. Think ahead to that person already. So a wonderful William Shakespeare has a wonderful quote, the apparel often proclaims the man or woman. So basically, what you're wearing is who you are. Okay, so what you're wearing is who you are. Mrs. Bruner laughs at me because I always try to dress professionally wherever I'm at, and no matter what I'm doing, I have a position in my life that I need to portray. I'm a human resource manager. I don't walk around in like short shorts and like tank tops and stuff like that. I have a position that I am in the community. I'm a volunteer with a lot of community things, so I have a persona that I need to keep up. Right? So when you're out there, just think about that. Are you the same at work as you are in your personal life? It could be different, that's okay. But making sure that you have that still consistent look as you're going around. Okay? All right, your personal image. It's the tip of the iceberg, only a fraction of what shows. So you look at the All right, so the typically iceberg is only a fraction that shows. So if you look at an image of an iceberg, you have the very top, but what's underneath? There's a lot more underneath there. So your image has the power to attract or appeal or repel others. So basically, you will have a welcoming appearance, or you have an appearance that makes people not really want to speak with you. You guys are in school, you have friends, you see people in the hallway. Some people may walk by and like, they don't want to talk to you, right? Or are you a welcoming personality? Are you someone who goes, hi, I'm Debbie, hi, it's so nice to meet you. Are you that kind of person? Or are you this person? Think about it when you go into a job. If you go into a job interview, if you walk into a place of business, the second you walk in that door, I'm assessing you. So is anybody else you're trying to reply with, okay? So these are things that you really think about. How are you personally? Think back to yourself. Are you a welcoming person? Do you have a welcoming personality? Are you fun to be around? Are you smiling all the time? Social butterfly, perfect, love it. Absolutely. Time and place, right? Right. But are you that person who's going to be out there doing that? Take advantage of your personal image and make it your walking advertisement. And that's how you want to be. Fun, energetic. When you're like that and that's your personal appearance, that's how you are going to be as an employee. Fun, energetic, a go-go kind of person, not someone who's like, I got to go in. I got to pull that together. And that customer was mean. Yeah, they are. That's what you're smart. Kill with kindness. That's what our jobs are. So your first impression is how you're judged. Appearance and body language is 55% of the assessment. 55%, that's a huge chunk, isn't it? So how you look and how you appear will either determine if I'm going to perceive you as someone who's going to be a good employee for me, or someone who is really not going to be too concerned about their appearance, how they're going to portray the company for me, and how they're going to be on my sales floor, or as an employee in general. How you talk, 38%. Intonation, pacing, and inflection. Do you talk in a monotone tone? You don't say anything, you just let it grow. Is that interesting? You want to be energetic. So this is what I do. This is my extracurricular activities. This is what I like to do. This is what I think I